the Canadian fintech company, has released new insights into business spending trends in the first quarter of 2024. With Canadian productivity remaining weak and a big issue with economists who watch our economy, more Canadian small and medium-sized businesses are turning to automation and artificial intelligence to fill in the gaps. Let's bring in Rob Khazzam. He's co-founder and chief executive officer of Float. Rob, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
What are businesses telling you when you put this question to them?
Yeah, we're seeing a huge increase in focus on automation and AI to unlock the efficiency and productivity of Canadian workers. And we've seen just over the last year, basically a doubling. So less than 14% of our customers were using these products a year ago. Today, we see that almost as a third of all of our customers. So a huge theme right now.
Is that striking because AI is still in its relative infancy?
I think so. I mean, it's become much more mainstream, right? It was about a year and a half ago, I think we saw the release of ChatGPT that sort of took the world by storm. It was very novel at the time, but now almost a third of businesses on Float are using it in some form every day.
Is that a tool they're using, ChatGPT in particular?
That's right. I think everyone is using ChatGPT right now, but more importantly, a lot of other tools that can help unlock productivity and get more out of less in this economy.
Yeah, it's interesting. You said 14% going to 32%. Mm-hmm. At what level is AI actually being used? You know, I did the ChatGPT thing. I started to use it, but it's not become like a business tool in the sense it's a strategic thing, but it's going that way. What's your sense of that 14 to 32, and of the original 14, where are they today in terms of actual fully implementation? Yeah,
you know, I think that what we're seeing is across an organization, whether it's the CEO, administration, sales, marketing, operations, engineering, our engineering team uses it on a regular basis. The applications are wide and broad, and just sort of feeds into this concept and this narrative of Canadian businesses need to see their dollars go further. We could all use a bit of time back. And so like Float, our platform, it's not about replacing an employee or a worker. It's about giving time back, reducing time spent on monotonous manual tasks. That allows you to do more with less, maybe hire fewer people, but push for the revenue growth that you're looking for.
Do I understand that your survey has shown an increase in advertising spend by the companies that you're surveying?
That's right, year over year.
That's interesting, because we often hear the opposite in this business when we look at the results of big broadcast owners, including this one. What trends are you seeing?
Yeah, we're seeing among small businesses, so the small and SMB, we're definitely seeing flat spending year over year, with the exception of advertising. So we see still tight to the belt with spending, but still investing for growth. Larger businesses, medium-sized businesses that we serve, the largest ones we serve, spending is up 37% year over year.
On advertising?
That's right.
What's behind that trend?
I think just feeling like the economy might rebound. It's been almost 2 years, I think, of more of a lackluster business spending environment. Businesses have made the headcount reductions, the layoffs, if they were going to make them, and are now maybe starting to put the pedal on the gas a little bit more.
Are headcount reductions related to the increased use of AI?
I don't think so.
What other trends are you seeing?
We're seeing, obviously, a huge emphasis on giving employees time back. So productivity tools more generally, so not just automation, a huge theme. Float, obviously, helps mitigate and eliminate all the time spent on receipts and invoice collection. So more and more businesses using that. We're saving them upwards of $1,300 an employee a year. Again, that theme of savings, that theme of efficiency is really, really important right now.
How do the companies that you survey feel about this economic climate?
It's mixed. I would say mixed. Most of the customers that we talk to today tell us mixed stories. We have some of them that are struggling to access capital. Inflation at 6-7%, interest rates very, very high. Obviously a difficult thing to do, but larger businesses are definitely starting to invest, and we're seeing that across the board.
As you look at your client base, this is a service implementation.
Yeah.
The service economy has been strong, but people are also worried that AI will eliminate many of these service sector jobs. What do you think 5 years from now the implementation will be? And, is there a risk on the other side of AI destroying some of these lower paid jobs?
Yeah, I think first of all, we've sort of crossed the chasm. So the reality is these tools are here to stay. Every business can benefit from automation, and you need to pursue that because your competitors are going to do that. The other players in the market are going to do that. And so I think it's not about replacing jobs. It's about making your most talented people, your employees, go further. Finance team is very small in most businesses. The customers we serve, 2-3 people in the finance function. They've got work to do, they've got revenue to grow, they've got costs that they want to manage. AI and automation tools can help them do that and spend a lot less time in a function that has historically been really bogged down by manual tasks.
Before we go, tell us a bit about your company, but tell us a bit about Float.
Yeah, so Float's a business financial platform. We help customers save time and money when it comes to all of their spending. We have a corporate card product that now serves over 3,000 customers across Canada, and great tools and products to help you save time and money. We introduced a yield product that offers you 4% annually on the funds that you store with Float. And we take all the pain away from spending. Invoice collection, receipt collection, expense reports. Float automates all of that away. And that's, again, a really, really important topic in this economy.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.